In the frozen fog of the Meuse-Argonne forest, surrounded by machine guns, barbed wire, and the screams of wounded men, one soldier, a quiet farm boy from the Tennessee mountains, would make a decision that changed the course of an entire battle. This is the story of Sergeant Alvin York, the man who walked into hell and came out carrying 132 prisoners. But it didn't start with glory. It started with a man trying everything he could to avoid the war.
Alvin York wasn't born a warrior. He was born poor. A sharpshooter? Yeah, but mostly because hunting was the way his family ate. He grew up in the deep hollows of Tennessee, where church bells echoed louder than gunfire. York was known for two things: the best shot in the valley and a temper that nearly ruined his life. He drank and he fought. He was on track for a future that ended in violence or prison. That is, until a close friend of his was killed in a bar fight. That moment shattered him. York turned to faith, became devoted, peaceful, determined to never raise a gun again against another human being. So when the draft notice arrived, York refused.
He filed as a conscientious objector, trying to desperately stay true to his newfound beliefs. But America had other plans.
York's officers definitely saw something in him. Something steady, but dangerous. It was controlled, though. They told him, "You can believe in peace, but sometimes peace must be fought for." York wrestled with this for weeks, his Bible in one hand, his orders in the other. Finally, he said the words that would define his destiny. "If this war must be fought, I'll fight. But God help me do only what's right." With that being said, the farm boy boarded a ship to Europe and soon found himself marching into one of the deadliest campaigns of the First World War. It's October 8th, 1918. A thick fog hung over the forest. Machine guns barked from the hills, cutting American forces to pieces. York's unit was ordered to flank a German position, but they stumbled directly into a hidden nest of machine guns. Chaos. The woods erupted with exploding dirt and shrapnel. Men fell all around him. By sheer luck and instinct, York and just 16 others managed to get behind the German line. But then, the enemy tore through the squad. In seconds, only York was left standing. 16 men had become one.
And now, with all the German machine guns facing him, his childhood hunting days took over. He fired in rhythm, not panic, not spraying bullets, just one shot, one target, one breath at a time. German gunners popped up from the trenches, and York hit each one of them with precision that defied belief. At one point, 6 German soldiers charged him with bayonets. York took them all down, starting from the back of the line so the others didn't notice their friends were collapsing. That wasn't luck, that was strategy, the kind that only someone who hunted for survival would understand.
And now, with the machine gun crews collapsing, a German major stood up. Shouting, he said, "Stop shooting! Stop shooting!" York lowered his rifle. The major walked forward. And then, something unbelievable happened. He offered his entire command in surrender. One man, just one, had broken the backbone of an entire German defensive position. By the time the American reinforcements arrived, York was already guiding 132 captured soldiers, including several officers, out of the forest. His commanding officer stared at the scene and said, "York, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen." York simply replied, "Sir, I just did the best I could." Alvin York became one of the most decorated American soldiers in history. The Medal of Honor, international recognition, a hero's welcome. But when reporters asked how he felt about killing so many men, York always said the same thing: "I only tried to save lives, not take them." He returned to Tennessee, turned down money, fame, and other offers from Hollywood, and instead he built schools, worked farms, and lived quietly until the day he died. A simple man who did the impossible. A reluctant hero who changed the fate of hundreds. And a reminder that sometimes the greatest warriors are the ones who never wanted to be soldiers in the first place. If you enjoyed this content, please give us a like and a subscribe. We appreciate you watching.